Okay, so here's where the magic happens. I have sewn the outside of the bag right sides together. Right sides together to make a bag. And then I've sewn the handles in. And it's the right side of the handle goes to the right side of the outer bag. The inside of the handle is going to be sewn to the inside of the bag lining as such. So hang tight, and I'll sew these together. Now, if you've done your measuring and your cutting right, this seam will match up with the seam on the inside for the inner bag. We keep on stitching all the way around. So you have right sides of the bag, get past the handle here so you can see it, right sides of the bag to the right side of the liner. I finished all that sewing and stuff. And here, pardon my camera work, I'm trying to do this and run the camera. Here's the trick. If you see the inside of the lining here, it's hard to do with one hand, here's the magic. There's a hole in the lining. This is the bottom seam that went across the bottom. I left a hole so that you reach in. Oh, I wish I had somebody here to hold the camera for me. You reach in and you pull it through. So you're going to turn this inside out via that hole. And then it's just going to all come together once you do that. I'm going to try to prop the camera here and see if it'll catch me doing this. Hopefully I can do it without knocking the camera over. This is going to take a little bit of finagling because the hole is small. However, once you pop that through, this bag is going to come together in one fatal turn. Again, it helps if you leave yourself a little bit bigger hole than this, trying to push a watermelon through a freaking garden hose. And I leave myself a tiny little hole like that. You may ask why. Well, I do it so I don't have as much to sew up on the bottom. It's pure laziness on my part, but I think it backfires because I have to struggle at this point to get everything to pull through. Sometimes you work harder to avoid work than if you just actually did it. But now it's coming through. Let me see if I can back up here a little bit. And we're going to pull it out. And ta-da! Dun da da dun da da da. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. And there is the finished bag. And you have the right side on the outside. You have the right side on the inside. Your handles are hidden. They're tucked in very nice and neat. Now all I'll do is I'll go and I'll stitch up that bottom hole that everything got pulled through, and I'll top stitch these together to make this top lining just a little bit more defined. I'll top stitch this together. If you take a look at the bag that I gave you, you'll see the top stitching around there. It's to keep it from looking quite so puffy and disconnected there. And that's it. Ta-da!